Hello everybody, welcome to my channel 1111 Butterfly Effect, where transformation happens and knowledge is power. Thank you all for joining my Divine Spirit and I here at the table today, December 3rd, 2020, and what we're going to be doing today is to continue our tutorial series. Last month in December, before 2019 was over, I tried several attempts to do 2 more episodes for my first tutorial series, but it just didn't work out. In fact, the last one I did was like, I don't know, 38 minutes long, 40 something minutes, and I was trying to edit it and it got wiped out, deleted completely. So at that point, life took over, work, etc. So here we are in 2020. And we are going to continue to move forward in our mission on this twin flame journey and offer you a new episode for our first tutorial series. The tutorial series is called Realizations and Checklists for Twin Flame Journey. And today we're dropping episode 4 on the table for you all. And episode 4 is called The Top 10 Signs You Are in a Twin Flame Connection. Yes, today's episode is Top 10 Signs You Are in a Twin Flame Connection. So, on that note, I hope you enjoy episode number 4 of our tutorial series. The tutorial series is Realizations and Checklists for Twin Flame Journey, and this is episode 4. Top 10 signs you're in a twin flame connection. Here we go. And these are just the signs Divine and I, my Divine Spirit and I, have put together as just a checklist of signs and or symptoms out of dozens. There are dozens of signs and symptoms that can reveal, point to the fact that you are on a twin flame journey. So we've picked these and pulled these together with short synopsis explanations to it. So going to number 10. Out of the 10 top 10 signs, we're going to work our way down to number 1, is you instantly feel it deep. You feel a deep connection with your twin flame. Now let me just reiterate. Your twin flame journey can begin long before you meet your twin flame. Okay? For instance, my twin flame journey began truly more than a decade ago. 2008, maybe before. It's what brought me to the location where I live today. And that's when my twin flame journey started. I do believe that last year in 2019, I finally met my twin flame. And this checklist, I think, kind of goes along the lines of after you meet your twin flame, or you've come across each other, you've crossed paths, you, in most cases, the Divine Feminine, have realized that this is your person. And these top 10 signs go along with those circumstances, okay? Again, your twin flame journey can begin long before you meet your twin flame. Okay, it's dependent on where you are and how woke you are in this life, right? So going back to the list, top 10 signs you are in a twin flame connection. Number 10, you instantly feel a deep connection. You feel it deep. You have a deep inner knowing that this person is different. Right? There's like an instant attraction. Boom. Cupid's arrow hits you right through the heart, the gut, the solar plexus, one of those chakras. Okay? And it's like boom. Shoo. Instant knowing. Your life is forever changed from that moment on. For certain. That's a big one. Okay, I think everybody experiences that one when they meet their twin flame connection or they cross paths. It is instantaneous knowing. Moving forward to the 9th sign of the top 10 signs you're in a twin flame connection. And these are somewhat random, no in particular order, but grouped to as in importance or common. Most popular, most common. So, number 9 of the 10 signs, you and your twin mirror each other. For instance, for example, you may look alike, you may resemble each other. One may be older or younger. You may work in the same industry, have the same jobs or careers, similar careers. Your life paths may be similar. Emotions, ups and downs, etc. And that mirroring continues on through the journey, and the closer you get to union and past union, the more you mirror each other in life in so many ways. It's just amazing. It's going to be amazing if you don't know that yet. I'm sure by now, those of you on this twin flame journey have realized the mirroring moments. Usually one lags the other. And usually the divine feminine is the leader in this 5D part in the beginning of the union up until reunion, as some call it. Anyway, moving forward on the list. So you mirror each other in many ways. And most twins do, right? In life, right? As a twin flame, you mirror each other. And sometimes in very deep, intense ways. Okay, emotional ways, right? Crying, happiness, sadness, so on. All right, number 8 of the top 10 signs you're in a twin flame connection. And 99%, 98, 95%, let's just say, I'll give 5% out. And these are guesstimations that 5% of the people are already awakened that are on this twin flame journey. They are already beginning their awakening, maybe even before the twin flame journey discovery. The twin flame discovery came after the awakening started for some. For others, the awakening happens when you meet your twin flame. Or the first time you hear of the twin flames. Like me, came across this movie a decade or more ago. And you're pushed into an awakening, and it's major. It's a total uprising of your life. Teeter-totter, seesaw, roller coaster ride of your life. And in some cases, it begins with the Kundalini rising, and that's a whole nother tutorial that we'll get to. And you could Google it, of course, to find out if that's something that's happened to you. But most definitely, the number 8 for the top 10 signs you're in a twin flame connection is you are pushed into an awakening. Whether you like it or not, you're pushed into looking inward into your life, healing old childhood and past life wounds or past issues, ancestor issues, ancestor karma, etc. This is the deep deep emotional part of the journey is the awakening. And it's different for everybody, you know. The more deeper you have done the work and already, you know, healed some inner child stuff, and, you know, done your penance, so to speak, or lived a good life, living in and walking in love and not in hate and fear, then, you know, your awakening isn't as scary and as intense. Your awakening is probably a little more subtle. I don't know the comparison. I'm doing some research on that very thing to see what the differences are in people's journey that are on this twin flame journey. Anyway, moving down the list. The 7th sign of the top 10 signs you're in a twin flame connection. You, the divine feminine and divine masculine, have a divine connection. It starts with yourself and the divine. So in the beginning, you have your awakening and your connection with divine, God, source, whomever you call your creator. That connection with your creator opens. Okay, especially if you've had a Kundalini experience and you're in the midst of an awakening, your light being soul is awakening to its real, true purpose and understands its real, true language, the light language and the divine language, okay? So your divine connection with self and divine intensifies, which in turn intensifies the connection. Okay, the twin flame connection, the telepathy, the connection, the ESP, if you want to call it that, increases tenfold, especially if both twin flames, divine masculine, divine feminine, are doing their work. That telepathy and connection is so intense, it's almost, you know, unbreakable. I'm waving this thing around, right? Too much. So it's a noticeable difference in life. It's definitely a sign of twin flame journey, is that your intuition steps up, levels up, increases. Your divine connection, your connection with the divine is prevalent. It is precedent in your life, in your everyday life. Definitely a sign. Number 6, the 6th sign of the top 10 signs you're in a twin flame connection. Mission begins. Full force, okay? If you haven't already begun your mission, if you've started your twin flame journey earlier than meeting your twin flame, mission has already begun, so it levels up. If your mission hasn't taken place, if you've only begun to awaken to this whole twin flame journey and your purpose here on life to help raise the vibration of the world and help save humanity from itself, your mission begins. You understand why you're here and what your purpose is, and you begin to make it happen, whether it be through your business, a side work, something you create by hand, you develop, a service you offer, volunteer service, starting a family, whichever that may be, that in fact includes your mission. And at this point in your life, when all this is going on and you have a deeper connection with the divine, you'll know what your mission is. you'll have a general basic idea of what your life purpose is. Here to love and serve. You know? And it's not self-serve, okay? You want some self-service? We know everybody knows where they can go for the self-service, right? Yeah, let's not go there. So anyway, surrender to the connection. Don't fight it. And mission will fall into place. Boom, boom, boom. You'll start to gain the knowledge, and your soul tribe, your soul family will start to gather. It'll all fall into place. You just continue to spread light and love. It'll all fall into place. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Your divine connection is in tune. There's no way that you can miss a beat of the drum, right? Here we go. So, moving forward to the 5th of the top 10 signs you are in a twin flame connection is the divine knows no bounds. Okay? Knows no bounds. Now, this one's kind of, tricky to explain. Right? Because you're looking at the world differently. You have a deeper connection with divine. You're in your awakening. Right? Okay, you're at a point of total destiny. Invincible destiny, almost. We're earth beings. We're not invincible unless you're Superman, Wonder Woman. But what's written in the stars is written in the stars, okay? Even with our own willpower, it is what it is, and divine wants what it wants, okay? It's like that Selena Gomez song, the heart knows what it wants or wants what it wants. Well, the heart is love, and love is the divine. Divine knows no bounds. Love knows no bounds. It is your destiny. If you're on a twin flame journey and you're in a twin flame connection, it is your destiny. And divine knows no bounds to make that happen for you, one form or another. However long it takes for these other people to get it right. Right? Signs and synchronicities are out there. Okay? Walking down the street and you look down the ground and there's a feather. That's a sign. You're helping out a customer at your job and the person's name is the first name of your twin flame connection. That happens to me all the time. And whether it's a popular name or not, I think that's besides the point. The divine knows no bounds, and they will get the messages through to you for your destiny to take place. So you don't muck it up, right? If you're paying attention and you're, allowing the awakening to take place, you're surrendering to the connection, right? Which brings us right to number 4. The 4th sign of the top 10 signs you're in a twin flame connection. You're living in a whole new world at this point. A whole new world. Right? Yes. You start to see the world differently. Life is different. You look at life different. You see people different. You feel different about life. You know what's good for you and what isn't. The object of that is, that's where what you take control of. Because the rest of the shit we have no control over. We control what we can, which is very little, really. That's why we gotta let it go and let it flow. You gotta feel it to heal it. But you gotta let it go so it can flow. So the universe and the divine can do what's supposed to be done. Living in a whole new world. That's a definite twin flame connection sign. So that your whole world turns upside down. What you thought was right is not. What you thought was left is not. What you thought was up was not. What you thought was down was not. In other words, okay? That's where this comes in. Because you learn these things as a part of your mission and your awakening. That's why it is a whole new world. You can't look at life the same again, ever. Life is forever changed. Indeed. Bring us down to the third top of the top 10 signs you're in a twin flame connection. This connection is comfortable, yet it is scary. Okay? It feels comfortable, yet it's the unknown scares you. You're scared of the unknown. It's like a positive and negative all at the same time kind of thing. And separation does occur at this point, possibly. Because all this is happening, and the divine masculine in most cases runs. If they're not tied up in a karmic situation or a third-party situation that makes them run back to that, their safe zone, their comfort zone, regardless of how it really is there, it's all they know. You know, if all this is going on, that's pretty intense for a person who's never experienced any of it. It'd make me run too, I guess, huh? But that scares you, you know, that tells you you're going in the right direction. If it doesn't scare you, what the heck? Right? So, you're comfortable, yet you are scared of the unknown. The unknown parts of this twin flame journey. You know? And that's... separation is part of that. You know? The positive and the negative, and that's where your faith and courage and hope come into play. Your strength. Your intuition, your connection with the divine, and how far you've gone and all the work you've done in your awakening. If all that is on the plus side, okay, then it's not going to be that scary once you take a couple steps forward. You'll know that. And if you can do that, then the separation will shorten because you mirror each other, right? So for one to be comfortable, the other one will. For one to be scared, the other one will. So balance it out. Ground yourself, balance yourself, cleanse yourself. Keep things good and positive and optimistic. Try not to wallow in the depths of sadness or anything negative. You keep your vibration going in the level up momentum. And that will lead you to union. And you'll know that by the closer you get to union, the more prevalent these signs are, and other signs, of course, that people mention. But it's important to keep working on this so that you continue moving forward and get close to union. And when you get to that youthful, giddy, I'm in love experience, without attachment, without obsession, with all your work done and very little, tears left to cry, it does become a youthful love experience. Something you want to be around and continue to nurture and move forward with. It makes you feel young again, no matter your age. It makes you feel like it's young love, puppy love, the first and last and the everything, right? My first, my last, my everything. The second sign of the top 10 signs you're in a twin flame connection is it becomes a youthful love experience. And if you let it go so it can flow, that's what it'll flow right into. You'll want to go carve your initials on that tree. Right? Yes, indeed. Alright, brings us to the number 1 sign of the top 10 signs you're in a twin flame connection. And this is number 1 because this is about union. And when you're close to union or you get into union, it is this connection, this journey becomes the most calming thing you've ever experienced in your life. It feels like home. Like you can park your truck and let the grass grow underneath it and all will be well. Okay? Comforts of home. Trees, fireplace. I don't have the dogs and the cats and the kidlings running around there, but you get the picture, okay? No white picket fence. But the road is accessible, so it means that it's a happy home. Coming and going, okay? Activity. Smoke coming out of the chimney. A loving home. A warm, comfortable home. Right? Trees growing, bearing fruit. Huh? It feels like home. This twin flame connection. Even through the bumps, the grinds, the ups and the binds, even through all the crap and the heartache and the tears, it feels like home. That is the number 1 sign. That is why we've put this as the number 1 sign, my divine spirit and I. Because even here, when you first meet, and you have that instant attraction, it feels like home. It feels like you've been there before. It feels calming and comfortable and youthful. You know you're in a twin flame connection. Most definitely. So, like I said, in no particular order, but definitely in level of importance, amongst the dozens of signs and synchronicities that pop up when you're on this twin flame connection. But now my divine spirit and I have put this together just to give you an idea of a grouping of the signs that could occur from the time you meet your twin flame till the time you really get to know each other. Right? Should be that that moment of intimate union. And it could happen up here too, prior to the separation, when the one of the twin flames runs. Could have already been intimate up here, but in a lot of cases it happens down here, and it's even more intense than up here because it's deeper, more inner, right? Yeah, get me. So that's our top 10 signs that you're in a twin flame connection. Episode number 4 of our tutorial series. Tutorial series is called Realizations and Checklists for the Twin Flame Journey. This was episode 4. Thank you for listening and staying tuned for that. I hope you get something out of it. We're going to continue on with our episodes. Episode 5 is coming up next. Twin Flame Ingredients. The recipe for Twin Flame Love is what we're going to be talking about. So stay tuned for that. Real quick, my Divine Spirit and I ask the Romance Angels to join us here at the table to give us a quick romance message for the Twin Flamers. For the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. To each other. To the collective. Please give us a small taste of what we have to look forward to for this up-and-coming union that is going to be taking place for many of you twin flamers. And I am on this journey too, with you all. And my Divine Spirit and the Oracles are on board and on our side to help us navigate as unscathed as possible through this journey to union and beyond. Because certainly union is not the priority. Mission is the priority. And mission together means full high gear. That the work really begins and things get done. So on that note, my Divine Spirit and Romance Angels, Oracle, please offer us some guidance and some intention messages for December 4th, December 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I'll just do the weekend here since today is Friday, December 3rd. That's too many. Gives one card face up. Alright. Let's see if we can get one more, otherwise that's a good message. Alright. Listen carefully, okay? Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. That's some passion, isn't that? That's one hot looking picture. What did we have drop? New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Who could that be? New love could be someone from the past that has changed. Certainly. Is it safe? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, and that is love. Unconditional love. Look at that. Man's down here offering his heart and soul to her. She is looking. She's contemplating. Right? What's on the bottom of the deck? The overall energy. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So, union is close when it really feels like home. Yes, indeed. Good spread. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, my Divine Spirit. Thank you, Romance Angels. Thank you, listeners and watchers, for staying tuned and hanging out with my Divine Spirit and I today. Hope you enjoyed episode number 4, Top 10 of the Twin Flame Connect. Top 10 signs you're in a Twin Flame connection. It's the 4th episode of our first tutorial series, Realizations and Checklists in the Twin Flame Journey. So on that note, if you like what you're seeing and hearing, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, 1111 Butterfly Effect, where knowledge is power, and transformation happens. Until next time, bye-bye.